Today let us start a new category of exemption of services, that is exemption in relation to healthcare and sanitation. First let us begin with healthcare services. Healthcare is one of the basic necessity of any individual. That is why it is not right from the government's point to tax healthcare services. That is why government have exempted basic healthcare services. So it has exempted only the basic healthcare services. That is to say, if there is any healthcare service which is not basic, such as hair transplantation, such as plastic surgery for the beauty purpose, the government said this is not the basic purpose, this is not a basic healthcare services. So on this there is GST. So if there is a hair transplantation service or if there is a plastic surgery for beauty purpose, it is not exempt. But if plastic surgery is done on an acid victim's face, right? So this is not for the purpose of beauty. She was suffering from an illness or from a trauma. So there was a plastic surgery. This is exempt. But if that plastic surgery is from a beauty treatment point of view, it is taxable. So we learnt that basic healthcare services are exempt. Now it can be provided by three different persons. The first, it can be provided by clinical establishment. What is clinical establishment? The normal hospital you see around, normal clinics you see around. So if they are providing a healthcare service, in your medical bill you won't see a GST portion because it is exempt from GST. The healthcare service can be provided by an authorized medical practitioner. Okay, apart from clinical establishment, it can also be provided by authorized medical practitioner. Now the question comes, who is authorized medical practitioner? Any practitioner who is recognized by Indian law. Recognized by Indian law is an authorized medical practitioner. That means if a doctor from US comes to India, and gives treatment here, he may be authorized in US, but he is not authorized in India, that is taxable. But if any doctor in India or if any other medical practitioner in India who is recognized by Indian law, then his services are exempt from GST. For instance, MBBS is recognized by Indian law. That is why if any MBBS doctor is providing a medical service, that is healthcare service, it is exempt from GST. So till now we studied healthcare services can be provided by clinical establishment, authorized medical practitioners. The third person is paramedics. Now who is a paramedics? For instance, say a person met with stroke. Now they made a call to hospital and hospital sent an ambulance. The ambulance will not come only with driver. There will be trained professionals. There will be trained professional in that ambulance known as paramedics who will perform basic necessary emergency first aid services. So they provide first aid services till the patient is taken to hospital. Now these services provided by paramedics is also exempt from GST. So to brush up, three persons can provide healthcare services. That is, first one is by a clinical establishment, second one is by a authorized medical practitioner, and the third one is by paramedics. All these persons providing basic health services are exempt from GST. The last service under healthcare which is exempt is the one what you can see as of now, that is ambulance services. Say I am the private owner of this ambulance. If hospital has that ambulance, it is already covered under clinical establishment. Here they are trying to say, if a person has a private ambulance and he is providing the service of transportation of patients, then this service is exempt from GST.